Yo, what's up, guys? This is TiVo Music, and I am playing Mega Man, dude. Oops. Before I keep going, fix some audio stuff. There we go. That's all I'm doing. I'm just playing through all the games. So if you can actually look at the top left-hand corner, you'll actually see that I have my FPS counter going. I'm actually playing this on emulator. I'm on Dolphin. I'm actually on Faster Melee, and I'm just running Mega Man. I just like this emulator a little more than Dolphin 5. I mean, it's not like too different. It's just got some nice hacks that really work well for me. I do own this game physically, so I'm not like stealing. I mean, alright, so the background of this game, and I'm just gonna start with Mega Man 1, that makes sense. So the background of this game is my sister and her boyfriend at the time, now husband, bought me this game a long time ago. This was like high school, so like 6 years ago at this point. My god. So like 6 years ago they got me this game, and I was like super duper into it. Like first time I've ever played these Mega Man games. I played the I'm gonna hop into Guts, man. I played the BattleNet series on Game Boy Advance. I think I played every single one. Like I was super into this, but I've never played these games. So they got me this game. It was sick, but it was hard. So like never actually ended up beating. Oh god, help. So I never actually ended up beating these games. So what I wanted to do with this playthrough was I wanted to just go in like pretty much blind. Like, I barely played any levels. The only one I really played was the first game, which is this one right here. And I never actually beat it, because stuff like that happens. Like, I'm just bad at platformers, so I just fall through the cracks. Unfortunately, because of my microphone and recording issues and the fact that I did so many takes with this, I've beaten this game like 2 times already. So I'm like decent at it. I know what's going on, and I'll kind of explain things as I go through. But yeah, speaking of mic issues, so oh god, it happened again, same spot. So speaking of mic issues, before I was actually recording with an Xbox 360 mic, not even just like an Xbox 360, like a Guitar Hero mic. That was for Xbox 360. It had a USB slot, and that's what I've been using for like 3 years, just to like chat on Discord and stuff like that. But oh god, how did I make that? And then I died again. Ugh. But yeah, there was just no way for that to, there's no place for me to put it, and it just it picked up a little too much audio from behind the mic. So I'm like, and I couldn't really change the pattern on it, just because it's, you know, it's like a cheap 360 mic. So, oh god, my first 3 recordings, this is my 4th take, BT dubs. My first 3 recordings were with that 2? What did I say? Okay, rewind. This is my 4th recording that I'm doing right now. I already uploaded some to YouTube, and I instantly put that private because I'm just gonna do it again. But my first 2 recordings were with that terrible mic. My 3rd recording, I actually bought ordered on Amazon that day, a Blue Yeti, a swivel stand, and what is this called? A pop filter? So I ordered all those things. Oh, I'm not gonna make that. And then here I am. I did not walk into those spikes, by the way. Check the recording. Rewind. Press J on your YouTubes. I did not mess that up. I was just moving back and forth. I was just doing this. There's no way I touched that. I was like right here. Anyway. So I did my first 2 recording with the terrible mic. 3rd recording I had this like, you know, this setup that I'm currently using. And the only problem is I wasn't capturing my game. I was just capturing audio. So kind of a waste. But so I mean, I have like Man, I already have 0 lives. So I've got like 3 hours. 3 hours of recording done that I'm just not going to use. Just totally going to shelve that and chalk that up as a loss. But that's okay, because this video is going to come out. It's going to be great. I'm fighting Guts Man. And this guy's a pushover, I think. If you did look at the settings, like at the beginning of the game, I'm also playing on easy because I like winning. I'd rather win than have a challenge. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that at all. Okay, he's almost there. Yeah, I have no idea how you're supposed to dodge his attacks. I think you just like kind of tank it. But I'm playing on easy, and I've got no shame in that. All easy mode does is, I think it makes the bosses easier. I don't know actually. I know it makes the levels easier because like there are less enemies just on the levels. I might go back and change that for Mega Man 2, but I mean I'm just playing through super cash. Cutman's next. Cutman's actually super weak to Guts Man. Actually, I guess for those of you that... I assume most of you have played Mega Man, because most of everyone's played Mega Man. But, so, you start with this dinky little pistol, and you can shoot like... You shoot these like little pellets, and you're only allowed to have 3 on the screen at a time. And I'm on the GameCube controller, by the way. I've got an adapter. And the A button shoots out these single pistols, B jumps. Y actually like rapid fires 3 pistols, which is really nice if you get into a situation where you don't need to go full screen. Like say if I'm down here and I'm shooting into the wall, I just fire constantly because you have less than 3 bullets on the screen at all times, like right here. This works even better if you're like say this rock that I'm standing on is an enemy. If I was firing at this enemy and they were taking hits from all those shots, I mean it would just rapid fire them to death, super easy, instead of like poking them through. Yeah, but yeah. So I did mention earlier that I'm on faster melee, and all that is, for those of you that don't play melee at all. I mean, I'm big, huge in the Super Smash Bros. Melee, and what this it's pretty much like a different version of Dolphin. Like it's just another emulator, but it's kind of designed specifically for playing over the internet, like net play, and specifically melee. So all it really does is it reduces the lag that you get. It almost feels like when you're playing on the internet with another person, it's kind of designed to feel like you're playing with somebody like on a TV, like right next to you. So it's really neat. Oh my god, get back up! And because I'm a tryhard, I have a GameCube controller adapter because I don't want to play on like an Xbox 360 controller. It's just not comfortable. It's different. Actually, you might also notice, especially if you've played this game before, like Mega Man 1 specifically, the screen looks a little different. Like, I'm pretty sure you probably notice the lives look a little fancier, and this screen comes up when you press start, which is like totally not in the game. So, I can't show it here because it's not around, but if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, sometimes an exclamation point and like a yellow box is gonna pop up, and that's just got like hints for people that have never played the games before. It might come up here actually in the screen. Yeah, so there's that exclamation point. Boop, boop, boop. Press start, and Dr. Wright talks to you, and it's just got some tips. Go forward, ignore the scissors. And that's because some scissor enemies just hop out of this box building. I mean, you just run forward, and it's not a big deal, like at all. If you press Z on the GameCube controller, whoops. Hey, you can switch your weapons. So of course you start with a Mega Buster, and then after you defeat every Robot Master, you get their power. So Gutsman's power is the Super Arm, and what it does, if you see these weird, oddly textured blocks that I'm like standing on, like we've seen a couple of these in the level. Stand next to them, they glow, you can pick them up, like a beefy buff man, and just throw them. Another way to switch between the weapons really quickly, and I do this a lot, just pressing L and R. This wasn't on the older consoles, because I'm pretty sure this game came out on like NES and like something else. But yeah, this Mega Man Anniversary Collection is just some quality of life stuff. Make the game a little easier. But I do know that these games aren't easy, especially if I wasn't playing on easy mode. Ugh. And that's kind of why I've never beaten these until now. Like what? I've had this game for like 6 years, and I'm only now just beating it. But I guess it's also because I'm too busy playing Melee. Like I never play Mega Man anymore. It's not worth it. Gotta play the best game ever, dude. Oh god, please. Getting up. This level's almost over. Here's another one of those scissor things. Hello. Just jump through. Pretty sure. I think another thing this easy mode does, like this easy mode setting in the game does, I think it reduces the spawns of enemies. Like some rooms will have less enemies than they would have had in the original game. Which, I mean, like it really dumps it down. But, no, it's for casual people. Especially peeps like me that just want to play through. Watch out for the Thorn, Mega Man. Actually, that text looks super awful on the screen. Ugh. It's not really because of anything I'm doing, the text. It's just not great. But that's okay. We like retro graphics around here. I don't need to kill that guy. I was just killing him, hoping he dropped something. Just because I don't have a whole lot of health. Like the boss isn't going to be a problem anyway. But I'd like to have a little bit more. Exclamation point! Can I press start? A strong reaction by the shutter. Be careful. So, the reason I started with Gutsman is because I wanted his power for this fight. All of the Robot Masters are weak to a power. I'm actually pretty sure Gutsman's weak to like one of the later enemies. Like it really doesn't matter which one you start with. But after you beat one boss, I mean, there's kind of a specific path that you take because each other enemy is weak to a certain power. Cutman's weak to Gutsman, and conveniently he's got 2 blocks. So look at his health. This should do like 3/4 of his health if it hits. Okay, it missed. There you go. And I have no more blocks, so I'm just gonna shoot him. It's kind of a pushover. Easy. And yeah, that little circle that drops like right in the middle of the screen on the bottom, that's just their power. You pick it up when you kill them. So Cutsman's power. Cutsman. What? Cutman's power. You probably saw it, like he was using it. You just throw a little, it's like a little boomerang. And I'll show that in the next episode, because I actually only want to do 2 videos per 2, I only want to do 2 Robot Masters per video. So, really, that's it for today. I'm doing uploads every, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So this video is coming up on a Saturday. Next video, which is going to be, I'm going to start with the Lekman, is going to come out on Tuesday. And then, some next thing on a Thursday. But videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'm Tivo Music. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next time.